right, Fight family, we are here to celebrate the U.S. Constitution, marvel at my majestic head of hair, have a lot of fun, and raise some money for 3 of our wonderful student programs. That's right, it's time for Constitutional Jeopardy. And when the Constitution is in jeopardy, it can only be saved by 3 things: Titan pride, incredible knowledge, Titan educators and students, and of course, the majesty of my aforementioned hair. Today, obviously, we have all 3. Now, let's be clear about something. I may have Trebek's hair, but I do not have his skills. So the producers flew in an assistant and guest judge to help me keep this train on the rails. And he is none other than your Academic Senate Chair and our Jeopardy judge, Dr. Stephen Stambaugh. Woo! Today's game will consist of questions whose answers are, well, let's just say loosely based on the Constitution and government. And by loosely, I mean I have no idea where this adventure is going to take us. I do know our contestants today, though, and they include, first, our 2-time returning champion, Dr. Rob Robinson from the Department of Political Science. Rob's playing for the red team, and he'll be playing with his student teammate, Navdeep Sidhu, a senior majoring in economics and a 5-time Dean's List honoree. Navdeep is also the 2020 Moot Court National Appellate Brief winner, which works out great because she and Dr. Robinson will be playing for the CSUF Moot Court program. All right. I love that program and really enjoyed serving as a guest judge. That may sound a little crazy, but you know, I was an attorney in my last life. That was a long time ago, before I found my true calling as the host of Constitutional Jeopardy. For the blue team, or our second candidate, and speaking of true callings, Dr. Carolyn Thomas, our new provost and VP of Academic Affairs. She recently came back to her true calling, which of course is our Titan family. Once a Titan, always a Titan, Carolyn. Provost Thomas is teamed up with Gabrielle Bennett, a 3-time published data analyst with expertise in assessment and evaluation. Gabrielle is currently pursuing her master's degree in higher education administration here at Cal State Fullerton. Together, Provost Thomas and Gabrielle will be playing for the Guardian Scholar Program. All right, let's give the Guardian Scholar Program a hand. And we can't talk about the Guardian Scholar Program without remembering and mentioning Dr. Milton Gordon, our longest serving president and the Titan leader who helped bring that incredible Guardian Scholar Program to our campus to support former foster youth earn their college degree. And finally, our white team. All right, the white team. Our new VP of Student Affairs, Tomanso Noseguera, is also here and will be playing with student Miguel Lerma. Miguel is a senior majoring in business administration with an emphasis in finance, and he aspires to one day support military-connected folks gaining financial literacy. What a great potential. He is currently a career coach in the Veterans Resource Center, or the VRC, and that program is the program that he and Dr. Oseguera are playing for today. The VRC is one of my favorite spots on campus, and their strength-based perspective sees our military-connected students for what they are: tremendous leaders and students that we are fortunate to call our friends, colleagues, and fellow Titans. And finally, I want to mention our co-sponsors. First, Phi Sigma Alpha, which is celebrating their 100th year as a national organization. And they were just recognized, our chapter, with the Best Chapter Award for the 6th time in 7 years. That's great, Phi Sigma Alpha. Our second sponsor is Titan alum Paul Carter, who is providing prize money for the first, second, and third place teams in the amounts of $2,500, $1,500, and $1,000 respectively. For anyone watching who would like to learn more about these wonderful programs and help support them with your own contributions, please visit give.fullerton.edu. And now it's time to play some Constitutional Jeopardy. Are you guys ready?
You know,
We're ready.
Yeah.
We're ready.
All right, here are the rules. Frame all your responses in the form of a question, or I may not be able to accept them. We provide the categories and the answers, and then it's up to you, our contestants, to give us the right questions. Players, as you know, anytime you recognize an answer, you're free to ring in and using the buzzer on your computer. However, I do want to caution you about the Jeopardy part. If you're wrong, the value of your answer will be deducted from your score. Normally, the values are doubled during double Jeopardy, and that's the second round. But here, because the Constitution prohibits double Jeopardy, okay, that's a joke, you guys, we are tripling the values to triple Jeopardy. Also, to help you add your winnings in each round, we have hidden somewhere on the board a daily double. If you're lucky enough to uncover that daily double, then you have a chance to double the score in that category. All right, if you're all set to begin, get your buzzers ready. As returning champion, Rob, you get to select the first answer. Let's look at the categories that we have today. The first category is courtroom dramas. These are clues based on TV or movies about the judicial system. The second category is women's suffrage. Clues are based on history and cultural references related to U.S. women's suffrage and the movement. The third is political debates. These clues are based on political debates in the United States. And the fourth is constitutional emojis. I don't have to say anything for this one. You just identify the constitutional phrase displayed in the emoji form. Finally, or close to finally, it takes a Titan. These clues tie together famous Titan alums with the Constitution and the government. And then the last category is civil rights. Clues reference people or events related to the civil rights movement in the mid-20th century. All right, Rob, make your first selection.
Thank you very much, Alex. We will take civil rights for 100.
Civil rights for 100. This civil rights icon was a freedom rider, spoke at the March on Washington, and marched at Selma before embarking on a congressional career. All right, it looks like the veterans team has rung in. What answer do you have?
Who is the Honorable Representative John Lewis?
All right, exactly. Way to go. All right, you're in charge of the board, white team.
Let's see. We'll take civil rights for 200.
Oh, staying in the same category. Here we go. For 200, this 2016 film told the story of the groundbreaking work of African-American women mathematicians at NASA. The moot court team is rung in.
What is Hidden Figures?
And that is exactly correct. We have a tight game here. Let's go. Moot court team, it's your choice.
Let's try, I'm curious, let's try constitutional emojis for 100.
All right. I don't even have to say anything for these. All right, moot court team is rung in.
What is the right to bear arms?
Exactly. Very good. Very good. Wear your short sleeves, as they say. All right, moot court team, it's still your choice.
We'll try political debates for 100, please.
In the 1984 debates, this candidate said he would not exploit his opponent's youth and an inexperience, something that is not an issue in 2020. Who is kidding? All right, moot court team, you've rung in.
Who is Ronald Reagan?
And that is exactly correct. Moot court team is on a roll. You get to choose again.
Try women's suffrage for 100, please.
In 1889, this state's convention became the first to extend voting rights to women. No answers? Anybody gonna ring in? Oh, Steve, I think we've got, we've got someone ringing in, the moot court team.
That is New York.
No, I'm sorry, that's not right. Veterans or guardians? Want to give it a try? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. All right, and the answer was Wyoming. Why? I don't know, but it was Wyoming. All right. Moot Court team, you still have control of the board. Your choice.
Navdeepa, go ahead.
Can we do constitutional emojis for 200?
Right. Again, I'll stay silent. And we have the veterans ringing in.
It would be the repeal of the prohibition. What is the repeal of prohibition?
Can you be more specific?
The 18th Amendment.
Can you frame it in the form of a question?
What is the repeal of the 18th Amendment?
What is the repeal of the 18th Amendment? That is incorrect.
Oh,
Moot Court team.
What is the 19th Amendment?
That is incorrect. Guardian Scholars, you want to actually wake up and play the game?
What? I buzzed.
Oh, she buzzed in. Carolyn buzzed in. Okay.
What is the 21st Amendment?
Bing, 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 bing. There we go. All right. There you go. Prohibiting alcohol. All right. Guardian Scholars, you have control of the board. Make your choice.
Let's do women's suffrage for 200.
Women's suffrage. The push for women's suffrage is the focus of this 2004 movie starring Hilary Swank. And the Moot Court team has buzzed in.
What is Iron-Jawed Angels?
And that is correct.
Jawed Angels.
Moot Court team, make your next selection. You are in control of the board.
We'll try It Takes a Titan for 100.
It costs more than $10 to see Titan Reuben Carbajal play the son of this former Secretary of the Treasury. And the veterans rung in first.
what is or who is Alexander Hamilton?
And that is correct. All right. Veterans, you are in control of the board and you are back on the even side, not plus yet, but even side.
Let's try courtroom dramas for 100.
Courtroom dramas. All right, this 2019 film with Michael B. Jordan was based on the true story of the exoneration and reversal of a murder conviction of wrongfully accused Walter McMillan. It is a great film. Everybody should see this. Veterans.
What is Mercy?
Can you be more specific? Anybody else?
You can help her, Miguel. Sure.
All right, I'm not going to be able to accept that one. Anybody else? Oh, moot court.
What is Just Mercy?
Oh, perfect. It is Just Mercy. And you showed no mercy to the veterans in that one. No mercy at all. Okay, moot court team.
Watching these movies, I'm bad.
She's Guardian Scholars.
I literally don't watch movies.
Oh, Guardian Scholars. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Guardian Scholars. We will do It Takes a Titan for 200.
This Titans musical group exceeds the constitutional standards required for a criminal conviction. Moot court team.
What is Beyond a Reasonable Doubt?
That is not correct. Anybody else?
What is No Doubt?
Oh, that is correct, but next time you got to ring in.
It did ring. My ringer's not ringing.
Next time Alex needs to pay attention. All right. Guardian Scholars, you have control of the board.
Let's do women's suffrage for 300.
Right. The push for women's suffrage was one of the items in the Declaration of Sentiments issued at this early women's rights convention in New York. Moot court team.
What is Seneca Falls?
That is correct.
Seneca.
All right. Let's take a break here for just a minute and let's meet some of our contestants and have a short discussion about who they are and what we know about them. Let's start with we all know that we have our two-time champion, our provost and VP Osagira. So I want to focus on the 3 student contestants for a minute. Let's start with Navdeep. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Navdeep. I understand that you've been highly involved in many campus programs, including United Nations, UNICEF, and serving as an honors peer mentor. What would you say to students who might be just a little bit nervous about jumping in at Cal State Fullerton?
Yeah, I feel like it's always the most nerve-wracking at the start. So when I was a freshman and I was attempting to do Model United Nations, I remember I was just so nervous because everyone there was already like a junior or senior. But it's once you get started, it's way easier to continue trying new things after that.
Awesome. So it sounds like, Navdeep, what you're saying is jump in quickly and soon and get immersed in the Titan experience. I love it. I love it. Gabrielle, I was reading your bio before the show, and in addition to being published 3 times for your work as a data analyst and all your support for Project Rebound and Total Justice, you also own your own fitness company. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so it's a plant-based fitness company where I encourage folks to stay physically active and eat as close to fruits and vegetables as you can possibly get.
Wait, a plant-based fitness company? What are you trying to get plants to be fit in shape? I don't get it.
I want Titans to be plant-based and fit. So you exercise and you eat right.
I love you. You know what? I need to be your first client. I'm in. So proud of you and happy that you're a Titan, both as a student and a staff member. And finally, Miguel, I understand that you did some amazing work with Titan Capital Management last year. The TCM program is just an amazing program. In just a few words, can you share with folks what the Titan Capital Management program is?
So TCM manages, I believe, 1.5 million through the 3 philanthropic foundation endowments. And what we do as a team, last year what I did was we were assigned of each endowment, and then we run through all the securities and holdings of that endowment, and then we build financial models, and then we recommend either buy or sell equities.
Awesome. What Miguel is being modest about is Titan Capital Management is run only by students. It's just like any other trading floor that you would find in any financial services industry. And they consistently, especially last year when Miguel was on the team, they outperform all the other indices. They do an amazing job. Really glad to have you here. That's why we say it takes a Titan. But right now, it's going to take some serious Jeopardy skills to dethrone the champion. Looking at the scores here, we have Moot Court with the first question here, and here it is. 60 years before the social distancing became all the rage, these 2 candidates conducted their 3rd presidential debate from separate studios in New York and California. And veterans have weighed in.
Who are John F. Kennedy and Nixon?
That is correct. And I like that you didn't even give Nixon the gratitude of giving his first name. I love that. All right, here we are. So veterans are in control of the board. Make your selection.
Let's try courtroom dramas for 200.
Courtroom dramas for 200. This 3-time presidential candidate was fictionally portrayed by Frederick March in the courtroom drama Inherit the Wind. Oh, where's my moot courter? She should know this one.
Who is Williams Jennings Bryant?
There we go. Who is it?
Who is Williams Jennings Bryant?
Exactly correct. There we go. Very good. And moot court is in control of the board.
We will do political debates for 200, please.
Political debates for 200. And the question is, to be honest, neither of these vice president candidates, actually, the answer is, neither of these vice presidential candidates were Jack Kennedy. Moot court.
Who is Lloyd Benson and Dan Quayle?
That is correct. And they will never be Jack Kennedy. Moot court, you are still in control of the board.
Navdeep, let's alternate.
dramas for 300.
Courtroom dramas for 300. Felicity Jones portrayed this lawyer who won a landmark case on gender discrimination before her later success as a justice. Moot court is running in again.
Who is Ruth Bader Ginsburg?
That is correct. Moot court continues to control the board and is running away with this game. Come on, other teams, where are you going? Check those buzzers. Moot court, make a selection.
We'll take emojis for 300, please.
All right, do we have any guesses here? All right, I'm gonna give you a few more seconds. Oh, I can't believe you guys didn't get one. And the answer is Bill of Rights. Oh my
Oh.
God.
Oh,
That's bad.
one of the Bill of
Right.
Rights. Bill, yeah.
Could have shown the quacking bill, I guess, instead, but you still wouldn't have got it. Okay, Moot court, you get to move ahead.
We'll do constitutional emojis for 400.
All right, here we go. And moot court has rung in.
What is the impeachment clause?
That
Or
is
impeachment?
Exactly correct.
Yeah.
From Georgia. All right, moot court, you get to select again.
We will try civil rights for 300, please.
All rights for 300. And the answer is, in separate films, this actor portrayed civil rights icons Thurgood Marshall and Jackie Robinson. And veterans have rung in. Someone's woken up. What do you say, veterans?
Who is Chadwick Boseman?
Exactly correct. Very good. Veterans, you are in control of the board.
Let's try civil rights for 400.
Republican Everett Dirksen and Democrat Hubert Humphrey maneuvered to overcome this obstacle to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. Anybody know the question? Because I could talk all day about it. Moot court.
What is the filibuster?
Bingo! And I gave you that little clue to help you out there. There you go.
You did.
Moot court, you are in control of the board.
Let's do courtroom dramas for 400.
Courtroom dramas for 400. And the answer is, a young Robert Duvall played this reluctant hero in the classic courtroom drama To Kill a Mockingbird. Who were the characters in To Kill a Mockingbird? All right. No, nobody? And the answer is, oh wait, we got to ring in moot court.
Is Boo? Who is Boo?
Who is Boo Radley? That is correct. Very good.
Hey.
Very good. Usually you have to give only the last name, but I'll take just the first name. I know you were trying to scare me, but it is Boo Radley. Okay. All right. Moot court, you're in control of the board.
So that was not us.
Oh, that was
Callers, Gabrielle.
Sorry.
Gabrielle, when you buzz in, it buzzes in for moot court.
Ooh.
So if you buzzed in, we're gonna have to. You must have signed in for moot court. So I changed the score. But so that might be why Carolyn's buzzer wasn't working.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
my buzzer started working,
Oh, okay. I was giving you an out.
Uh-oh.
but it wasn't before.
all
They
right.
don't need any more points.
Who's in control of the board now? I think Gabrielle's in control of the board.
Go, Gabrielle.
Okay. We will choose women's suffrage for 400.
All right. 3 years before the passage of the 19th Amendment, Jeanette Rankin became the first woman elected to Congress representing this big sky state. Moot court rung in.
What is Montana?
That is correct. That is the big sky state. Moot court, you're in control of the board.
We'll do It Takes a Titan for 400, please.
This Titan was the pride of a federal agency during a celestial endeavor. All right, this is a tough one, guys. Anybody? And the answer is
NASA.
Question was, yeah, inputted improperly. Tracy Caldwell's.
Yeah.
Tracy Caldwell at NASA. You didn't get either one, so you guys are really falling behind. All right. Moot Court, I think you're in charge of the board.
Do women's suffrage for 500?
Women's suffrage for 500. And the answer is the legislative battle for suffrage in the last state to ratify the 19th Amendment came down to a single vote by a 24-year-old Tennessee legislator who's based his yes vote on this document that he kept in his front pocket. Guardian Scholars.
What is a letter from his mother?
Exactly correct. Very good, very good. And Guardian Scholars have control of the board.
We'll takes the Titan for 300.
All right. This Titan portrayed White House advisor Kenneth O'Donnell in the film 13 Days about the Cuban Missile Crisis. Moot Court rung in.
Who is Kevin Costner?
And that is correct. That is absolutely correct.
Gotta be in there somewhere.
Yep.
All right. You guys have Moot Court has control of the board.
We'll do debates for 400, please.
Debates for 400. While running for the same Virginia congressional seat in 1789, these two future presidents split the cost of a shared carriage. Man, were they cheap, in order to travel together and debate in local taverns. All right, 1789, two presidents, both running local taverns. Come on, you guys.
Say they will take one president.
Yeah, all right. Can you give me either one of the presidents? I'd flip my wig if you did it. Oh, veterans have come in.
This is a wild guess. Let's go with Washington. Who is Washington and Madison?
Well, you got one of them, so that's okay. We'll give it to you, veterans. It was Madison and Monroe. All right, veterans are in charge. You have control of the board, veterans. Getting down to the wire here.
Let's go with civil rights for 500.
Civil rights for 500. And the answer is, this civil rights giant was the first African-American woman elected to Congress from Texas and gave the 1976 keynote address at the Democratic National Convention. And the veterans have weighed in.
Who is Chisholm? Shirley Chisholm?
That is not correct.
Really good guess.
Moot Court.
Who is Barbara Jordan?
That is absolutely correct, Moot Court. Way to go. Both giants, Chisholm and Jordan, both giants in U.S. history, but only one was right to the question. And Moot Court, you're in control of the
I
board.
think it's Guardian Scholars.
Yeah, Guardian Scholars.
Guardian Scholars. I'm sorry. You're right. It shows up there. Thank you. Guardian Scholars, you're in control of the board.
We will take constitutional emojis for 500.
Right. I'm being quiet. Think. Veterans.
What is the right to free speech, religion, and free speech, religion? It's the First Amendment?
But is not correct.
Oh, man.
Moot Court.
Is it the free exercise clause?
Aha! The free exercise of what, though? You must be more careful.
Free exercise of religion.
There you go. Bingo. Moot Court gets it.
The exercise of religion. The First Amendment.
Right. 3 clues left in this round. Moot Court, you have control of the board.
Courtroom dramas for 500?
This actress plays the longest running character on the longest running primetime drama in TV history. Oh my. It's on 24 hours a day on one channel or another. And moot court has rung in.
I'm going to butcher her name, but who is Marguerite Hakersy? I can't say it, but I can see it.
Just say it and sneeze at the same time and you will get it right.
Who is Margaret?
There, there you go.
Margaret,
All right. Moot court, you have control of the board. There's 2 clues left.
Let's try debates for 500, please.
Debates for 500. The only presidential debate boycotted by an incumbent candidate was held between these 2 other candidates. Come on now. Think about boycotts. Think about third party candidates. Oh, okay. And the answer is Ronald Reagan and John Anderson, 1980. All right. And I think we have 1 clue left. And that is the 500 clue for It Takes a Titan. Washington, D.C. was celebrating after this Titan catcher added an MLB World Series ring to accompanying his College World Series ring. And veterans rung in.
Who is Kurt Suzuki?
That is correct. All right. Coming in at the last minute and catching that clue. There we go. All right. And now we'll take a break and we'll come back for not double, but triple Jeopardy. Okay, before we jump into triple Jeopardy, remember there's no double Jeopardy here because specifically forbidden in the Constitution. I want to talk a little bit about each of these 3 programs our contestants are playing for. Let's begin with the Moot Court program, which has an outstanding faculty advisor, Pam Fiber-Ostro. I mentioned before my majestic hairdo captured the attention of the Jeopardy producers. I was an attorney for 30 years. For me, Moot Court is such an important stepping stone for undergraduate students, not just to becoming an attorney, but to becoming whatever you want to be in life. Navdeep, I know you are our 2020 Moot Court National Appellate Brief winner. Talk about how you feel about this program and what it's done to maybe change your life or brighten your future.
Yeah, so I've been in moot court for 3 years now, and I feel moot court has not only helped me become a better public speaker, but it also helped my writing skills a lot with the National Appellate Brief. And overall, I just think that moot court is a great program, whether you're pursuing law school or not, just to help build up your academic.
Awesome. Thank you, Navdeep. And now we also have our, as we talked about, the Guardian Scholars team. Gabrielle, I know you have done tremendous work with Project Rebound on our campus, and I'm also proud that you are now putting your Jeopardy skills in to support Guardian Scholars. What inspires you about Guardian Scholars and what drives you to support that next generation of Titans?
The main thing for me is just student retention. So just making sure that all the students are able to, stay in school. And I think Guardian Scholars, the program is excellent. And I think it encourages and promotes students to be able to focus on their academics, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, Guardian Scholars is an incredible program. And I love the fact that it started here at Cal State Fullerton and has spread all over the country. It's such a great program. Thank you, Gabrielle. And then finally, Miguel and our Veterans Center. I understand you are a career coach in the VRC in the Vet Forward program. Talk a little bit about the program and our incredible VRC.
Yes, so I know for transfer students, right, it could be, especially military, can be extremely overwhelming. So what the Veteran Resource Center does, it is kind of like a safe haven for to transition the military mindset into academic mindset. And the Vet Forward, what we do is go ahead and transition from graduating onto the workforce. So we help student veterans with resumes, mock interviews, networking, and whatever else they need help with, and just to kind of ease them up and so they're successful in in their career.
Fantastic. VRC, Guardian Scholars, Moot Court program, all great programs, showcase programs for Cal State Fullerton. Well, let's get started. Let's play Triple Jeopardy. All right, veterans. Choose a category.
Go, Miguel.
Okay, let's go with the Bill of Rights for 600.
Bill of Rights for 600. At the convention, the first motion to add a Bill of Rights was made by this framer, best known for creative redistricting. Move forward.
Who is Elbridge Gerry?
That is correct. All right, Moot Court, you have control of the board. Choose a category.
I'll go first. We'll try presidential music for 600, please.
All right, presidential music it is. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop, it'll soon be here. Veterans.
Oh. Who is the Bill Clinton campaign?
Oh, let's there you go, right there, Bill Clinton. That's exactly correct. Veterans, you're on control of the board.
Let's do presidential music for 1200.
And here is the answer. California, here I come, right back where I started from. Veterans again.
Who is Ronald Reagan?
That is correct. All right, veterans on a roll. You're still in control of the board.
Let's continue on. Let's go presidential music 1800.
All right. And the answer is when he goes shot down in a Vietnam town fighting for the red, white, and blue, and they locked him up in the Hanoi Hilton thinking they could break him in two. Moot Court.
Who is John McCain?
That is correct. All right, Moot Court, you're in charge of the board now.
Let's do Bill of Rights for 1200.
Bill of Rights for 1200, looking for that daily double. This amendment guarantees a trial by jury for matters exceeding $20 or $304.37 if we adjust for inflation. Veterans.
What is the Sixth Amendment?
And that is not correct. And we go to Moot Court, who rung in second.
What is the Seventh Amendment? I'm sorry.
I was going to say Seventh Amendment.
What is the Seventh Amendment? That is correct.
Oh.
All right. Just off by one, but it makes a big difference, doesn't it? All right. You are in charge.
Let's try titles of nobility for 600.
Titles of nobility. You can call me emperor. Well, since my baby left me, found a new place to dwell. It's down at the end of Lonely Street. Moot Court.
Who is Elvis?
Who is the king? That is correct. The king of rock and roll. Court, you have control of the board.
Celebrities and elections for 600.
Celebrities and elections for 600. And the answer is this Tennessean had to shake it off after her endorsement of Phil Bredesen didn't lead to a victory in 2018. And Moot Court rung in quickly.
Who is Taylor Swift?
That is correct. You know your trivia. All right, Moot Court.
I am interested in potent presidential potables for 600.
Presidential potables. I'm always interested in potables. Before he was president, he might be seen enjoying a Beefeater martini up with olives in Georgetown, even before the days of Camelot. And Guardian Scholars has weighed in.
Who is John F. Kennedy?
That is correct. Absolutely. Guardian Scholars, you have control of the the board.
Let's do potent presidential potables for 1200.
And the answer is the historic Willard Hotel in Washington, D.C. created a special blue Hawaiian cocktail to celebrate the inauguration of this president. Moot Court rung in.
Who is Barack Obama?
That is correct. Aloha, as they say.
Aloha.
And Moot Court, you are in control of the board.
Let's do Bill of Rights for 1800.
Bill of Rights for 1800. And the answer is Henry Fonda earned an Emmy nomination an Emmy nomination for this film about the right to counsel, which was partly filmed at the correctional facility in Chino, California. Veterans have rung in.
What is the Sixth Amendment?
That is correct.
Believe we're asking for the film.
The film. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh,
What is the name of the film? Did anybody have the answer to the film? Veterans don't have it?
no.
Anybody else? Oh, Moot Court has rung in.
Can we turn down the music one notch? What is Gideon's trumpet?
And that is correct.
Wow.
Right. Bob and Trivial Pursuit on my team. All right, we're going to continue, and Moot Court is in control of the board. You have to choose a category, Moot Court.
It's your turn, Nabdi.
Okay, sorry. Women in government for 600.
Women in government, SNL. Look at SNL. That's important. And for 600. Tina Fey could probably see all 50 states from her house. And veterans rung in.
Who is Sarah Palin?
That is correct.
Oh.
Veterans, you are in charge of the board now.
Let's do women in government, SNL.
All right, for 1200.
Yes.
All right. Kate McKinnon danced with this candidate while portraying her after dropping out of the presidential contest. Guardian scholars have rung in.
Who is Elizabeth Warren?
Exactly correct. Exactly correct. Way to pull it out at the last second. Thinking about Boston beans and you got it. Okay. And Guardian scholars are in control of the board.
Let's stick with women in government, SNL for 1800.
Got it. The answer is SNL fans recently lobbied to have Maya Rudolph come back to portray this senator. Moot Court rung in.
Who is Kamala Harris?
That is correct. And you are in control of the board.
Let's try titles of nobility for 1200, please.
That is a royal category. Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? Veterans have rung in.
Who is Queen?
That is correct. And you are the queen for that question. And now you are also in control of the board.
Let's try women in government, SNL for 3,000.
3,000, going all the way. Here we go. Kirsten Wiig portrayed this former Minnesota congresswoman and presidential candidate. Moot Court rung in quickly.
Who is Amy Klobuchar?
And that is not correct. Big loss for you, the big guy. All right, veterans have rung in.
Who is Michelle Bachmann?
That is correct. Way to pull it out.
Good job.
All right. And veterans are in control of the board.
Let's do women in government, SNL for 2,400.
Closing out the category, and here it is. Before Kate McKinnon played her in
I'm
2016,
buzzing.
she was portrayed by Amy Poehler.
I'm buzzing, but my buzzer doesn't work.
But it doesn't work. I heard you say you're buzzing before I saw any of the others go up. So we will go.
Shall I?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's
Who
go
is Hillary Clinton?
That is correct.
My buzzer stopped working a couple turns ago.
All right. With limited buzzing, we go to the next question for Guardian Scholars.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Let's take celebrities and elections for 1,200.
Celebrities and elections for 1,200. He was one of America's first child stars before unsuccessfully running for Congress in the late 1960s and then eventually becoming a U.S. ambassador.
Guardians.
Who is Shirley Temple?
I think Guardians buzzed in first, though.
Sorry, I was going to say Shirley Temple Black. Who is Shirley Temple Black?
Well, You could have just said black. That would have been fine, but we got Shirley Temple black. And if you want the drink, you can go over to Potent Potables. Okay. And the next, Guardians have control of the board.
Let's do celebrities and elections for 1800.
And the answer is, this singer's halo effect wasn't enough to push Beto O'Rourke to victory despite endorsement of his 2018 Senate campaign.
Court.
Good court.
Who is Beyonce?
That is correct. Moot Court, you have control of the board.
Do presidential music for 2400.
Presidential music. I know we can make it. No darn well we can work it out. Oh yes, we can. I know we can. I'm not gonna sing it. Anybody? All right. And the answer is Barack Obama. All right, Guardian Scholars, you still have control of the board.
Let's do celebrities and elections for 2400.
The answer is, between playing a CIA director alongside Titan Kevin Costner in No Way Out and playing a district attorney in Law and Order, he served as a senator from Tennessee. Moot Court.
Who is Fred Thompson?
That is correct. Moot Court, you have control of the board.
We will do Potent Potables for 1800, please.
Don't mind if I do. Reportedly, his favorite drink was Madeira wine, even though he distilled rye whiskey at Mount Vernon. Moot Court.
Who is George Washington?
That is correct. Moot Court, still in control of the board and the booze.
Let's do Bill of Rights for 2400.
Bill of Rights for 2400. The answer is, this landmark Supreme Court case in 1969 involved free speech and expression by students protesting the Vietnam War at high school in Hawkeye State. Moot Court.
What is Tinker v. Des Moines?
That is correct. Moot Court, you're still in control of the board.
Titles of nobility for 1800, please.
A royal category, as I said. Here we go. And the answer is, you say you want a leader, but can't seem to make up your mind. I think you better close it and let me guide you to the purple rain. Purple rain.
I buzzed.
Is Guardian?
Guardians.
Who is Prince?
Vince.
That is correct. Guardians, you are in control of the board.
Go ahead, Gabrielle.
Okay. Let's do titles of nobility for 2400.
All right. The Queenie category, and the answer is, I'm divine and my mind expands through the universe. A female rapper with a message to send. And veterans.
Who is Queen Latifah?
That is correct. That is correct. And veterans, you have control of the board.
Miguel, you choose.
Okay, let's go with the Bill of Rights for 3000.
Bill of Rights for 3000. And the answer is, both the Ninth Amendment and the shadow cast by the Earth or Moon over an area experiencing a partial eclipse were critical in this landmark case about privacy. Moot Court.
So I'm sorry, are we asking for the what it is or what the case is?
The name of the case.
That's Penumbra, and the case is, oh my God, my brain.
Penumbra won't do it.
Wrong.
What is the name of the case? And
I'm embarrassed.
very important state involved.
Ah,
Rob just remembered. Anybody else? It's from that family vacation movie. The answer is Griswold versus.
Connecticut. Wow.
Oh, I was almost there.
Not even close.
All right. I've lost track of who's in control of the board. I think it was Guardians.
We'll do potent presidential potables for 2,400.
Right. And the answer is, this future president acquired a taste for Johnny Walker Black on the rocks while at the Allied headquarters in London during World War II. Moot Court has chimed in.
Who is Eisenhower?
That is correct. White D.
Like T. Eisenhower.
And we're coming down to the stretch here. Moot Court, choose a category.
We'll do potent presidential potables for 3,000.
All right, the last booze category is, following the formal repeal of prohibition, this president celebrated with a Plymouth Gin Martini. Guardian Scholars.
Who is FDR?
That is correct. FDR is correct. That buzzer came alive when she saw that it had to do with a martini, I see. Right. And here we go with the next category for Guardians.
We'll do presidential music for 3,000.
Presidential music for 3,000. Crazy, I'm crazy for feeling so lonely. Crazy, crazy for feeling so blue. Guardian Scholars.
Who is Ross Perot? That's Patsy Cline.
That is correct.
That's Perot. Wow.
Perot. Never President Perot.
Unforgettable.
Guardian Scholars in for the next category.
Celebrities and elections for 3,000.
Celebrities and elections for 3,000. Last one in this category. This clueless actress and former Fox News contributor briefly ran for Congress as a Republican in a highly Democratic district in Los Angeles in 2018. Moot Court.
Who is Stacey Dash?
That is correct.
Yeah.
And here we go with the last category, titles of nobility for 3,000. I ain't no psychiatrist, I ain't no doctor with degrees, but it doesn't take too much IQ to see what you're doing to me. You better think. All right, and so with this last clue, we have veterans who have weighed in with an answer to the question.
Who is Aretha Franklin?
That is correct.
Franklin.
All
Yeah.
right, Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. And that is the completion of our Triple Jeopardy round. That was a lot of fun. Let's get ready to play Final Jeopardy. And let's first ask our questions of our team leaders. Provost Thomas, Carolyn, let's first start with you. What has impressed or surprised you most about Cal State Fullerton since you came home as a returning Titan and our provost a few months ago?
That everyone everywhere is dedicated to the success of our student Titans. It's amazing. I've never seen an institution like it.
I think we should just all go home with that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right, VP Oseguera, if you were not playing for BRC, which Titan student program would you play for and why?
Oh, that's a tough one. I would be playing for the TDRC. I just find that community, it's close to my personal experience and such good programs. And I know that they would also benefit from any support and any donation. So I'd have to choose the Titan Dreamers Resource Center.
All right. And finally, Dr. Robinson, as our two-time champion, you obviously love Constitutional Jeopardy. I think you might even be a ringer. But what else do you love about Cal State Fullerton, serving as a faculty member here for 5 years?
I'll take the easy out and say that I like my students.
Love it.
I like teaching. I enjoyed my classes in law and teaching these students and watching them go and do amazing things.
Okay. I appreciate it, everybody. I want to thank you all for being a part of it. And now it's time for Final Jeopardy. And the final Jeopardy category is Titans Reach Higher. This clue relates to a Titan alum and a constitutional amendment. So do you want to make your wagers, get together and talk about it and make your wagers? know, and when your wagers are put in, then we'll read you the question.
If they bet at all, they'll win. So I don't know.
Yup, move court, new strategy here.
Well, we're thinking.
We're going all in, baby.
All right, teams, we got a puppy crying out there. I can hear him, so we got to make sure we put our wagers in. All right, the wagers are in, and here, remember, the category is Titans Reach Higher, and here is your question. Taking full advantage of the 21st Amendment, this Criminal Minds actress and proud Titan opened a distillery in Santa Ana. You have a minute. Come up with your answers. Now's the time to play the music, you guys. Veterans have their answer. Exactly. All right, Guardians of Moot Court, we're waiting for you now. Time's up. Okay, you got to put something in. Moot Court is in. One more from Guardians. Right. We are ready. And the question was, taking full advantage of the 21st Amendment, this Criminal Minds actress and proud Titan opened a distillery in Santa Ana. We'll go first to veterans. Oh, you put the answer up already. Okay. We go first to veterans. Let's see what your answer is. Go Titans. That is not the right answer. Always the right answer. What was your wager? Can we see your wager?
All in.
9,700. Oh, one for the trees, but a little bit of a miss there. All right, we're going to go to Guardian Scholars. Guardian Scholars, and your answer was?
Oh no.
0. Very high tactics. All right. Let's see what happens here with Moot Court. Are we going to have a repeat? Kevin Costner, $12,000.
Wow.
Uh-oh. And that, of course, is an incorrect answer. And that means that our winner is?
A Guardian.
Guardian Scholars.
Knowing you have no idea pays off.
All right. Well, Titan family, that was a lot of fun, a whole lot of fun. I want to thank all our contestants for participating. I want to thank Dr. Stambaugh for all his work in putting this together. We've got a new reigning champion here, a champion team here, a big upset. I just want to I want to conclude with something just a little bit serious, and that is that our Constitution means so much to so many people. But in order to protect it, to uphold it, to breathe life into it, to breathe life into those words, we have to do something. That is, we have to vote. We have to exercise our right to vote. I would never, never, never tell you how to vote, but I certainly will implore you to vote. Exercise your civic right to vote. Not even 15% of college students voted in the 2016 election. And we at Cal State Fullerton, we endeavor to correct that calamity through a variety of voter registration initiatives and programs. We are committed to this. In the fall of 2018, that work paid off, and we registered more than 2,600 Titans to vote for the first time during the first 9 weeks of class. That was an unprecedented achievement, and it led us to win the statewide ballot bowl competition for the largest number of students registering. And we're up for that again. We're going to do that again in this election time. Now it's time that we beat that record, that we do that with the truth in mind, voting is essential, but informed voting is true democracy in action. So don't just register to vote, figure out how you want to vote and why. This is what our Constitution guarantees. It's what we must do to protect and uphold and enhance everything that our country stands for, that the Constitution stood for in the past and today. Thank you, thank you, thank you for watching Constitutional Jeopardy. Thank you for listening. Have a great time. Register to vote, go vote, and thank you for being Titans. Way to go.